Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr gave a blunt assessment of his team following a 114-83 blowout win against the Indiana Pacers on Sunday. He was transparent, revealing that his team hadn't found its identity amid the 2025-26 Warriors' many veteran and rookie additions in 2025, including Jimmy Butler. In his first full regular season with Golden State, he's averaging 18.9 points on an efficient 50.4% shooting, including 40.9% from deep. However, finding continuity as a team has been a struggle, as Warriors head coach Steve Kerr reflected after Sunday's loss. For The Athletic's Anthony Slater, "We're not playing very well, clearly. We had a great fourth quarter, end of third, and then fourth quarter the ball started moving, there was some flow. But overall, we haven't played really well," Kerr said. "But I'm very confident in this team. It's going to be a tough trip. As you mentioned, 2 back-to-backs. We kind of felt like getting through this early part of the schedule in one piece and, if we're healthy, win our share of games. It sets up the rest of the season well. Obviously, we gave a couple of games away. But all in all, we're pretty healthy and we're going to get there. I can picture the team. I can see what kind of team we're going to be. But we don't really have our identity yet," Kerr concluded. Butler's 21 points on 10 of 15 shooting, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals led the short-handed Warriors to victory. With All-Star Stephen Curry ruled out, Brandon Podziemski added 14 points in the starting lineup, while rookie Will Richards' 15 points led the bench against the Pacers. Jimmy Butler advice for Jonathan Kuminga after Warriors win. After Sunday's win, Warriors veteran Jimmy Butler offered advice to Jonathan Kuminga, who struggled against the Pacers. Kuminga finished with 5 points on 9 attempts, including 0, 4, 5 from deep, which Butler says led to an invite to his house after the game. "He's actually going to come over to my house for dinner right now," Butler said. "But the thing that I tell you and I tell him, you're not going to play great every night. You're not going to play bad every night either. But you don't ever get too high whenever you score 79 points, and you don't ever get too low when you score 2 points. You stay right in the middle, and you keep working. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing every single day. And those days, they'll even out." The Warriors will face the Thunder on Tuesday. The Golden State Warriors have been benefiting from the strong play of Will Richard this season, particularly since the month of November began. And in the end, his breakout could potentially create a situation where several of the Warriors' other rostered guards become expendable and could be fodder for trades as we get closer to the February deadline. Warriors fans have been taking note of the strong play of Richard since the start of the regular season. He has a combination of strong basketball IQ, steady performance under pressure, defensive presence, and shooting touch. Many feel that he's already playing like a veteran in some ways in his first NBA season, and that's precisely the kind of contribution this team needs right now. On a squad that's already so veteran-laden, it helps to have young talent for the aspect of added athleticism and shooting power. But the truth is, this group is going to rely heavily on the guys that have been there, done that as they try to get one more championship out of the core of Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green. That's where it helps to have a guy like Richard where you essentially get the best of both worlds when he's at his best. Will Richard has been fantastic in November, with Will emerging as a reliable piece that may be able to continue earning minutes and potentially even play a role in the playoffs. There's going to be the potential for him to make several of Golden State's other guard options appear more tradable. Pat Spencer, DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield, and Gary Payton II are all players that come to mind when thinking of who could see their role diminished a bit or potentially even be looked at as expendable altogether moving forward. Richard possesses the kind of lateral quickness and defensive speed that Spencer doesn't really have at this stage. Melton is still valuable, but Richard's more affordable contract could be persuasive to the Warriors. Hield is of course a very strong shooter, but he remains streaky and doesn't bring the kind of defensive impact Richard does either. As for Payton, it's more of an issue of age and durability than anything else. If he continues to develop at this rapid pace we have seen in November thus far, Will Richard will give the Warriors a potent and youthful option in the backcourt for the foreseeable future, and he could end up as one of their most valuable young pieces. For a squad so focused on winning now, that's a big asset. The Golden State Warriors may have parted ways with Klay Thompson, but trade rumors out of Dallas are sparking speculation. Could the team consider reuniting with a sharpshooting guard who helped define an era of Warriors dominance? According to Clutch Point's Brett Siegel, the Dallas Mavericks are evaluating Thompson's trade value heading into the February 5th trade deadline. It is no secret that Harrison and the Mavericks front office will explore what return exists for Klay Thompson before the trade deadline, and several teams are monitoring Daniel Gafford's status, sources said, Siegel reported. Remembering a Warriors legend. Thompson joined the Mavericks last year after ending a 13-year run with the Warriors, where he won 4 NBA championships alongside Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. He signed a 3-year, $50 million deal in a sign-and trade with Dallas, reportedly turning down a more lucrative $80 million offer from the Los Angeles Lakers. We can't overstate Klay Thompson's incredible and legendary contributions with the Warriors during his 13 years with the team, highlighted by 4 NBA championships, 6 trips to the NBA Finals, 5 NBA All-Star Game appearances, and several NBA records, including the most points ever scored in a quarter in NBA history, 37, and the most three-point field goals in a game, 14, the Warriors said in a statement after Thompson left for Dallas. Despite their separation, the organization hopes fans remember Thompson at his peak. The amount of joy and happiness that Klay provided Warriors fans, Bay Area natives, and Dub Nation supporters all around the world has been immense and cannot be minimized. His penchant for delivering in pressurized situations on the biggest stage, including many Game 6 heroics, has helped define a career, the statement continued. The Warriors have vowed to retire Thompson's jersey, with plans to immortalize him alongside the team's dynasty legends at Chase Center. The fallout of failed contract talks. The split between Thompson and Golden State stemmed largely from contract disagreements. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, Thompson felt disrespected when the Warriors offered him half of what Green received. Thompson was offered a 2-year extension in the $50 million range by the Warriors before last season but passed on that pitch, and is said to have come away from the offer feeling disrespected mere months after Green was re-signed to a 4-year, $100 million pact, Stein reported in June 2024. This tension hung over Thompson in his final season with the team, evident in his shooting slump and angst-filled interviews, contributing to his decision to join the Mavericks in pursuit of a 5th championship. Thompson's current status in Dallas. Now 35, Thompson has struggled to regain his former dominance in Dallas, shooting just 29.2% from three-point range and averaging career lows in points and assists. He was recently moved to the bench, prompting trade speculation ahead of the February 5th trade deadline. Thompson carries a $17.5 million expiring contract, which could make him an attractive target for teams seeking flexibility ahead of the 2027 free agency class, potentially led by MVPs Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic. Should Golden State consider a reunion? For the Warriors, the question is both emotional and strategic. Thompson's legacy is untouchable, yet the team faces competitive pressures in the Western Conference. A reunion could boost championship odds by adding veteran shooting and playoff experience. Reignite fan excitement, particularly among Dub Nation supporters nostalgic for Thompson's Game 6 heroics. Come with risks including age, declining efficiency, and past tensions over contracts. Thompson's leadership, familiarity with Curry and Green, and proven track record in high-pressure playoff moments could make him a strategic asset, even in a complementary role off the bench now that Thompson is more receptive to such a role. The legacy remains. Regardless of whether a trade occurs, Thompson's legacy in Golden State is secure. Klay's legacy will live on forever, and we look forward to the day we can retire his number 11 jersey at Chase Center, where he will join a host of Warriors immortals, including those who helped shape this recent dynasty, himself included, their farewell statement said last year. As trade buzz heats up, the Warriors must weigh nostalgia against strategy. Is a Klay Thompson reunion a dream worth pursuing, or a risk better left in the past?